What's up, Virgo? Welcome to your October 2020 general reading. This is going to be a reading for you, Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. But of course, it's not going to resonate with all of you guys. So definitely check out your other placements, okay? The month of October. Okay, so for you guys, obviously, not obviously, but for you guys, the month of October has a lot to do with value. What you value, your money, that sort of thing. It is that second house energy, that energy that's connected to Taurus energy. But for you, second house is Libra, right? So there's a lot to do with what you value. Now we're talking about Libra season in general. Libra season is connected to seventh house energy, which is all about relationships and partnerships, whether they be platonic, whether they be romantic, whether it's, your family ties, co-workers, whatever it may be. So for you guys, this is a month that's probably a lot of emphasis on what it is or who it is that you value in terms of your relationships, okay? We did also have a full moon in Aries that opened up the month on the 1st, which for you guys was tapping on the door of that Scorpio energy, of 8th house energy, of death and transformation. So it's very possible that at the beginning of this month, you guys closed out something, right? This could have been walking away from something, or even just having the urge that there needed to be something that needed some attention drawn to it, right? Some type of a completion. But then coming up at the end of the month on the 31st, on Halloween, we also have a full moon in Taurus. So for you guys, that'll be 9th house energy. And it's really kind of taking a look at what it is that you believe, right? What it is, the natural law and order of things, your beliefs, your spirituality, how that's set up, your personal ethos, your, even higher learning for some of you guys. Some of you guys might even be considering getting a higher degree or some sort, right? Now, the bottom of the deck, the unseen energy, is Chariot energy, which is about success and victory and moving forward and persevering and all that stuff, all that balance. I can't help but notice you've got a 5 of Wands underneath that. Some of y'all need to go take your car to the shop. I'm just saying that. I'm getting like this sense that some of you guys, like, your check engine light came on and you've been ignoring it. I don't know why I'm paying attention to that little yellow dot right there, but side note, get your car checked, get your car fixed, some of you. This is about success moving forward. This is about victory. This is about balance and finding balance in a situation. It would seem to me that many of you guys are kind of in this fork in a road, right? You start out your reading with 2 of Swords, which leads to 8 of Pentacles, which leads then to the 5 of Cups. Now, I want to say before I move any further, if there is something that you have not been moving on, a decision that you've been needing to make, or something that you've been stuck on, ignoring it doesn't make it go away. What ignoring it does do is eventually get you to this 5 of Cups energy where you are feeling bad, you're feeling alone, you're feeling guilty, you're resenting things. Because when you ignore something for so long, you take away your options to choose and you end up being left with whatever is there for you. So with this 2 of Swords energy, that's opening up the read, right? So there is this indecision around something. Again, it could be around your relationships because we're talking about that the month of, Libra season. It could be about what you value. Whatever it is, this is at a point where a decision needs to be made. There is no more pussyfooting. There's no more dancing around it. There's no more being blinded to it, acting oblivious to it. 2 of Swords is when we could do that, right? Because look, this person is blindfolded. They can't see and they're not allowing themselves to feel because they've got their heart blocked off. But there's a decision that still needs to be made. Do you want to go left? Do you want to go right? I think a lot of you guys have been taking this time to kind of just focus in on what is comfortable for you, which a lot of you guys, that has to do with work, right? If you don't know what to do with your romantic life, let me just focus on getting my coin, which, I mean, that's always working for you guys. Like, Virgo will never be coinless. I've never met a broke Virgo, I don't think. I don't think I've ever really met very many broke earth signs in general. Maybe I've met a broke Taurus. He's not broke anymore, but I do remember a time. You know what I mean? I don't know. So, of course, finances is never the issue. But what can be the issue with you guys being so naturally pragmatic in your thinking is later feeling sad about something that doesn't work out your way, right? Now, this Two of Swords, let's dissect this down a little bit more. Two of Swords, you've got King of Air. So there's definitely truth and communication that needs to come out. This could be you guys withholding things. Now, one thing I know about Virgos, you guys are super smart and you guys are you can be super assholes. I mean that in a respectful way though, because I do quite appreciate the way that Virgo throws shade or the way that Virgo checks people. It's just it's smart. You know what I mean? But also, if you guys are in the mood where you're trying to play a game, also your manipulation can be unmatched, right? Because you are so smart. You are thinking about all the things. You can outsmart someone, but it's almost as if it feels like you guys have been doing this, maybe not purposely, but just by neglecting a situation altogether, it can make someone easily feel played, right? But with this King of Air propping up, King of Air is very decisive. He's very upfront. He cuts people out. He cuts things out. This is, you know, someone who is actually addressing what's on the table rather than just letting it go because maybe it wasn't bothering you so much and maybe you could ignore it, but now, you know, whatever. This is about addressing the things that are on the table. Again, ignoring something just because you don't want to deal with it right now doesn't make it go away. If I ignore my pile of clothes I don't want to fold, guess what? They're still sitting there until I want to fold, until, you know, I have the energy to fold them. Now, Queen of Air popped out as clarifying the Eight of Pentacles. This is really interesting. So you got a King of Air and a Queen of Air. There is kind of like a chance of like a really good dynamic connection. I don't feel like it's with whoever it is that you're confused about though. I feel like there's something coming in, that there's a lot of communication here. There's a lot of reciprocity in terms of that you guys communicate well, understand each other well, you have the emotional intelligence, all that is great. This is also saying that if you have the conversations that maybe you've been needing to have and been waiting to have with someone, I think that they could receive it well. Page of Water. That could even be an apology coming in some type of way. But there's some type of a message coming to you guys. I think there's definitely some things that you guys need to address in terms of your relationships, your romantic ones. It would seem to me that you guys have been putting more focus on work and the things that you know how to work on your own, which I get it. But the thing is, if you continue to ignore what's being placed in front of you, even if this has to do with, like, if let's say this Two of Swords is about choosing who you want to talk to or who you want to deal with or whatever, you, like, make the decision, because at the end you're gonna be the one feeling like the Five of Cups if you don't. There's Aquarius energy here with the Star. There's a lot of sword energy, so some of you guys may be dealing with an air sign person, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. But this is what I do love. There is healing that's coming for you guys. So again, if you guys have been having like a heavier beginning of the month, especially where there's been a little bit more confusion and maybe you've just been putting all your energy into your work because that's how you know, that's what you know will work back for you, there is healing that's coming. And I think a lot of this healing comes from having certain conversations with that King of Air, Queen of Air. The communication that you get, the clarity that you get from whatever the situation may be, that's how you get your healing. Now, what's in front of you, it just feels like this is going to be dropped, though. I don't know. This feels like something, and of course this is general, so take it as it resonates, but this feels like something that is here for the lesson and you, like, to get through and talk through, but I don't feel like this is necessarily for many of you where you'll end up, that situation. Now, what's around you in your environment, you've got Knight of Wands. So I do feel like a lot of you guys are opening up to the idea of dating and putting yourself out there. Again, with this, figuring out the value of the people in your life and what it is you value, what it is you want, who it is you want. I don't know. I feel like you guys kind of have like that extra boost in terms of going out. And even if you're not physically going out, this could be meeting people online or whatever. I don't know. I just feel like there's more of this putting yourself out there for this month, getting to know people. Yes, right as I say that. Earth, which is 3 of Pentacles. So there is definitely this mingling and getting to know other people. Some of you guys get stuck in this cycle of kind of recycling the same people or same types of people, and this feels new, which is really, really good. It's especially feeling that way because we got the Wheel of Fortune, which lets me know that there's been a cycle that's completed and something that you're onto something new, right? Wheel of Fortune is our karma working in our favor, where you've been stuck. It's almost like you getting out there and getting to know other people will shake things up and kind of get you out of your weird place that you can't quite put your finger on. And I think you guys are excited for this. I think this is something that you know needs to happen. Loves it. So what is clarifying the Wheel of Fortune is your card. It's the Hermit card. It's the Virgo card. So it's almost like this isolation that some of you guys have been putting yourselves through. It's been for the good, because then it takes you to this next level. And some of you guys, there are issues around being alone, which is weird because I don't ever really, Virgos aren't that for me. Like, I don't feel like you guys are dependent, and this doesn't even feel like you're dependent on a relationship, but there is also like, you don't want to be alone right now. You know, like, and maybe that's even why there's a question of what to do, because I don't ever really feel like we don't know what to do or what we like or where we want to be or who we want to talk to. But I do think that some of us get very stuck in our routines and feel comfortable with certain people. So we just let things ride out as they do. And then, you know, you turn around and you're like, what? Four of Wands is a victory as well, right? It's a celebration of something. It's when we kind of pause to take that time to celebrate, whether it's like celebrating a marriage or union or something. But there's foundations that have been set. There's, you know, you got that 1111 in the card. This is about doors opening up. Some of you guys may be seeing a lot of synchronicities at this time, especially with numbers. You might be seeing a lot of 11s, 1111s, which is always a good thing. Page of Air. Pages are childlike energy. There is that coming through. Maybe this is a time too where you guys are just getting very clear on what it is that you want for your family dynamic, for your kids. Some of you guys may be doing some different things to the house that are going to be good for you and the kids. Ace of Earth, Ace of Pentacles. That's a new beginning. That's planting new seeds. Into the unknown too. We've got the High Priestess, which is at the bottom of the deck, and I'm going to kind of close it out there. High Priestess is that energy of, first of all, it's very psychic, right? So definitely trusting in your gut, trusting in your intuition, trusting into, like, diving into that divine feminine energy is going to be really helpful for you guys this month. I think that there are things that may be revealed to you this month. Secrets could be coming out, right? High Priestess is very much connected to secrets, right? She is, you know, in the original depiction, she's sitting in front of this veil. So you really don't know what's behind her, but she knows. She's that HR lady, right? She's got the scoopy scoop on everybody and everything. I think there's a lot of chance or a lot of opportunity to move forward emotionally this month for you guys, and to kind of tie up some loose ends and get some better understanding. There's definitely a decision that needs to be made though, and it feels like it's on your part. And I would do it. Because if you don't, eventually you get to that Five of Cups energy where you're just starting to sulk and feel sorry for yourself, when really you've had it in you. You've had the ability to take action all this time. I think a lot of you guys are doing something new, and that includes dating, meeting new people, getting yourself out there, mixing and mingling with a different type of scene. This is the closing out of a cycle with that Wheel of Fortune. You guys are onto something new, and this is really going to set you up foundationally for your legacy. That's actually really exciting. Yeah. Okay, so you guys got the universe works fast when I'm having fun. So honestly, if there's any card for me to pull for Virgos, this will be the number one card on any given day. One of the number one cards. The universe works fast when I'm having fun. Have fun. Don't take everything so seriously. Don't judge everything. Don't be so quick to assume on everything. Like, this is basically reminding you to like loosen up. Everything's working out. Everything's fun. Everything's fine. Loosen up. Okay? Leave the ideas of perfection and what you think you should be and what you think they should be and what you think this should be out the door, and just really trust your intuition, right? Okay, you also got Windfall of Abundance, which says here, an increase in abundance is arriving in many different forms, some of them unexpected. Be open to receiving and know that this abundance comes to you to support your life purpose, health, and charitable work. I know that's right. Money. And then you also got new love. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings. So some of you guys might be stumbling on somebody new. I told you it feels like you guys are doing some dating and there's some new connections that are being made. So some of these look like it could be very promising. Okay. So I hope that this was helpful for you guys. I hope it resonates. Please like, share, and subscribe. If you would like a personal reading, you can reach out to me at shesvibeytarot@gmail.com. I love you. Talk to you later. Bye.